A few weeks ago, my kids had a very serious argument. Not about politics, not about money. They were fighting about their cereal. My 5-year-old son Tayo believed cereal must go into the bowl first, then milk. My 7-year-old daughter Zoe believed the exact opposite. Milk first, then cereal. Both defended their positions, just like lawyers in court. Honestly, I was thinking, come on, what are you guys doing? Does it really matter? To them, it mattered so deeply. And that moment taught me about something important. Conflict is rarely about cereal. It is about feeling heard, understood, and respected. So today, I would like to share 3 lessons about conflict resolution that I've learned from my 2 tiny, crazy creatures fighting in my kitchen. When Zoe and Tayo argued, I had choices. I could say, Tayo, I agree. Obviously, cereal goes first. Or I could say, wow, Zoe, milk first is brilliant. However, choosing sides would only make the conflict bigger. Because, as you know, some conflicts don't have one correct answer. So instead of choosing sides, I asked them to explain their reasoning. Tayo proudly said, if cereal goes first, then it stays crunchy longer. Zoe confidently replied, if milk goes first, then cereal doesn't splash everywhere. Honestly, both made excellent points. And as they expressed themselves, something changed. Their voice became calmer. Why? Because people can relax when they feel heard, understood, respected. Actually, this is one of the most powerful tools in conflict resolution. Active listening. Not listening to reply, but listening to understand. The second lesson came from a cupcake. One day, there was only one cupcake left. So I asked my kids to share it. Tayo immediately said, no, mommy, I want the whole thing. Zoe quietly said, mommy, it's okay. He can eat it. But when I looked at her, her eyes were already full of tears. I could have accepted her words. However, conflict resolution is not only about words. It is also about emotions. So at first, I acknowledged her feeling. Zoe, thank you for being so kind to your brother. Zoe immediately looked relieved. Then I asked Tayo, Tayo, how would you feel if Zoe ate a whole cake? Suddenly, his expression changed. Empathy can change behavior more effectively than punishment. So instead of forcing him to apologize, I gave him space to think. He ended up deciding to split the cake and say sorry. That moment reminded me of something important in workplace too. People can cooperate more when they feel respected instead of attacked. When emotions are high, logic alone can rarely solve the conflict. However, empathy can open the doors to resolution. Before I became a parent, I believed good relationships meant no conflict. Now, I completely disagree. They are relationships where people can learn how to work through conflict together. My kids sometimes fight very dramatically. You'd think international peace negotiations are happening in my living room. However, after the tear, arguments, and emotional speeches about cereal and cupcake, 5 minutes later, they are building Lego together. Why? Because they feel safe with each other. Conflict handled with respect can actually build trust. Conflict isn't the enemy. Poor communication is. So today, I'd like to leave you with this. Next time, when you face conflict at work, at home, anywhere else, please pause before choosing who is right. Please ask yourself, have I truly listened? Have I acknowledged the other person's feeling? Am I trying to win or trying to understand? Because conflict resolution is not about proving the excellence. It is about creating connections. And if my kids teach that through argument about cereal and cupcake, maybe there is hope for the rest of us too.